phones out right now. Scan the QR code on the screen to vote in our daily poll.
Great tournament.
By the way, we had over 20,000 people cast their vote with that QR code yesterday. So have some fun, just like we are in this quarterfinal round as you take a look. Caleb Hinson, the defending champion from Virginia Tech. Jordan Williams out of Little Rock. Those two colliding on the left. Shane Van Ness, Penn State. Lachlan McNeil, North Carolina on the right.
On the right, you got two guys that were very, very much blue chippers coming out of high school. Blair Academy for Van Ness and McNeil, Wyoming Seminary.
Yeah, Van Ness, he likes to get in really tight, right into the opponent's face. Notice, yeah, he's moving in, and he's got great level changes, and then you'll see him do a little kind of like Real Woods. He'll post on his hands, look to have his opponent bite on his face, but he wants to stay in tight.
Sean, is there a #1 seed that people overlook more than Caleb Hinson? It seems like no one's really talking about the fact that he is undefeated and he just controls everyone.
Unblemished mark coming into the NCAAs. 25 straight wins for Hinson after picking up a pair yesterday. Now trying to get that offense on the edge with Williams. Hinson stays with it. Look at the mat presence there from Caleb Hinson. He did not have a lot of real estate to work with.
Keep wrestling. No matter where you are, you stop wrestling when you hear the whistle. Caleb Hinson, really good match IQ, changes the match as it goes along once he feels his opponent. So let's look at the situation right here. He goes to the leg to put in, and then Williams starts to roll. But what does Hinson do? He follows him to get the takedown. Mat awareness.
Nice job of continuing to move by Williams there and facing him for the escape.
Hinson, in his run to a national championship last year, became Virginia Tech's second national champion in program history, joining Mekhi Lewis, the 4th finalist in the history of Virginia Tech wrestling.
Van Ness, like we saw earlier with Happel, he doesn't do the typical penetration step. He kind of just lowers his level and kind of does a step to get to the leg, or just kind of a knee dip to get to his motion. He has to finish like that because Lachlan McNeil likes to sit to the corner. When people do a penetration step, he likes to sit to the corner and work his offense there. So stylistically, Shane Van Ness is a good matchup against McNeil.
Hinson working hard on the left arm of Williams. This is the part of the mat where he secured the takedown a few moments ago, but Williams able to shake off that drag and come back with the 3 of his own. Wow, that was pretty from Jordan Williams.
That's a confidence builder. The aggression of Hinson, and then just the shifting of the body of Williams. Now he gets him up.
Yeah, this finish is really nice by Williams. Watch how he sags, right? He sags right down there. Hip anchoring. Great job out the edge. Good mat savvy by Williams.
He's been doing that inside trip since his days as a high schooler. And
Ridge Levitt on a roll here. He's got his offense going on against an opponent, the freshman Cannon Webster, who he only defeated 1-0 in the Big Ten championships. Out front 7-0 now, having his way.
After that first round match that he had, he's been turning it up. We're tied up after the first period.
Been a nice run for the freshman for Illinois and Cannon Webster. Big Ten runner-up, as TJ alluded, losing to Lovett 1-0. First year in the Illinois lineup, 3-time Illinois state champion.
Obviously not being able to get to Ridge Levitt's legs. You got to be able to score, obviously, and Lovett doing a great job, not only offensively, but keeping Cannon Webster from getting through the head-hands defense.
Hinson has to keep his elbows in, because one of the good things that Jordan Williams does, he does a really good duck. He oftentimes does it from an elbow control. So you have to be very much disciplined in keeping your elbows in when you wrestle Jordan Williams.
Still scoreless with Van Ness and McNeil. Second period just getting started. McNeil underneath, and he gets away. So Lackland McNeil, returning All-American for Coach Rob Cole in North Carolina, a 1-0 lead.
That was really important for McNeil there, because Van Ness is tough on top. To get that quick escape there, really, really well done by McNeil. Didn't let Van Ness get his patented legs in. Cross-body ride. Good execution.
McNeil trying to get back into the semifinals for the second straight year.
McNeil has been battle tested this year. That's the step that we were talking about. Van Ness does not do a penetration. He kind of just grabs and reaches.
And that's because he does that by staying tight in. And McNeil again, good defense.
We were saying that McNeil has been battle tested this year. He's wrestled all types of guys in the top 10, so he knows what it's like to be in these types of matches.
Fourth year in Chapel Hill for McNeil. This is his first year at 149 after bumping up from last season. Good action on the left with Henson as he's back down, hammering in on that leg.
He's got his hand behind the hamstring now, but Williams has the leg on the outside. Time runs out.
Good reshot there. And good defense there by McNeil. Two shots that were really well defended by McNeil. Now McNeil, again, the line on him is that he's not going to shoot much. So if Van Ness keeps this pressure, McNeil is going to be in trouble, because the official's going to say who's doing all the work. McNeil has to go to a shot.
See if Jordan Williams can get the equalizer up on the board and get out from underneath as they start the third period. Henson with that claw. Williams trying to work his way back up to his feet. Henson needs to bring him down, sticks that leg in, and they go out of bounds.
Henson is strong. He does a head lever, head to the elbow, kind of puts the pressure on his opponent, and then he flattens him out. 1-1. Van Ness and McNeil.
Couple of tight matches in the quarterfinals at 149. Henson doing a nice job with this ride on Williams.
There's the lower level change right there. Nice roll through by really nice job there, Van Ness. He got in tight, dropped. You know, he just dropped down and drove through.
That's what we were talking about. He does not do a penetration step. You just drop, and by doing it, it's like a linebacker. You just run your feet. Watch him just drop. No penetration step. Just stay there. Run, 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 run.
And you said it well there on the run, run, run. It was his feet that made that work, and then stayed around the hips so that McNeil couldn't funk him.
And by doing that, McNeil couldn't sit to the corner.
Sit out by McNeil, now up to his feet, and he is away. So Lackland McNeil's going to have to try to find some offense. He's going to have to open up his arsenal, if you will. Meanwhile, Williams finally got away, but Henson was able to ride him effectively in a 5-5 score. 40 seconds to go.
Henson has been in this position many times over, but a good shot there by Williams. Williams got to take his time. I know it's 30 seconds. You don't have to rush this. Stout defense there. Watch the duck. Watch the duck. Watch the duck here. Watch the duck here by Williams.
Williams looking for that pressure in by Henson, but Henson too savvy to give too much, so that he knows that duck is there.
Short time on the left. Meanwhile, Van Ness leading by 2.
I love that shot there. I love that shot by Van Ness. He does not penetrate. He lowers and runs. Really good job there. Solid win there by Van Ness over a two-time All-American, Lackland McNeil.
That one has to feel good for Shane Van Ness, coming off his medical red shirt. A season ago, he had to play the role of the spectator, but he is healthy And the Nittany Lions happy to have a healthy Shane Van Ness back in that lineup at 149. Sudden victory with Williams and Henson.